Hello everyone, I'm Kealy and this is Voice of a Creative, and today I'm here to show you my October makes. So I made a few things in October, quite a lot of comfy makes, just one new pattern, but these things were all in my plans videos. I think I'm a little bit disappointed looking over my makes because I haven't really tried anything new, but then I have to remember that I actually wasn't really sewing for about half of October, so most of these were made in the first few weeks. The other thing is that I did 2 pattern tests this month. The patterns haven't come out yet, so I can't show you those garments, but I will show you as soon as the patterns come out. I've just got a little bit of a medical update for you. If you don't want to hear about it, then I will put the time to skip to up here, but I know some people are interested to hear about it, so I'm going to talk to you here. So as some of you may know, I had the left side of my thyroid removed after finding a lump there, and the fine needle aspiration tests and ultrasounds were inconclusive, so they decided to remove it through surgery. Now, I went and had that surgery 5 weeks ago, and my scar is healing really nicely. I'm really pleased with that, but unfortunately when they actually dissected the left side of my thyroid, they found that there were some very early cancer cells just kind of pushing their way out of the lump. There was no signs of any cancer going into any of the blood vessels, but as a precaution, they've decided to take the right side of my thyroid out, so then I won't have a thyroid. So the surgery for this is booked in December, so it's happening pretty quickly, and I'm not as scared as I was last time because I've already had the surgery, although I am a little bit worried because I'm going back to that kind of pain and tiredness. I am feeling quite tired as a result of the right side of my thyroid currently having to work a little bit harder just to keep those hormones going through my body. And it is affecting my work a little bit, so I've done a phased return, so I'm teaching a lot less but still in school, having a bit more of a chance to sleep and arrive late to school so that I can just work and teach. I'm teaching my year 10 and 11 classes, which they really appreciate, and I'm really enjoying being in school with them and teaching them. So I will keep you updated further, but as it stands, I've just got to go for this second surgery. I don't know any more than that at this stage. Because I won't then have a thyroid, I will have to go on medication to replace the hormones that the thyroid produces, and that could lead to other things as well, but hopefully all will go well like the last surgery did, and I am really hopeful about that. So now on to my October makes. So I made all jersey makes this month, and that's a kind of sign of the times. I'm not really going out very much apart from work because we're in lockdown again, and jersey makes are what I want to wear when I'm at home. So I basically sewed what I'm wearing now. I think I would like to plan a couple of makes over the next couple of months that are like future projects, so things that I can wear when we get back to normal a little bit more, or things that are jersey makes but things that I haven't done before, patterns I haven't made before, or more challenging things. So I want to mix it up a little bit, so I'm at least making one make each month that is a different pattern or a really good hack or something like that. I also made some things for my mum this month. I made her 3 t-shirts for her birthday at the beginning of the month, and I also made a pair of trousers for my sister. I don't have any of those things here, but they were really pleased with them. So first up is this top here. So this is the Plantain Tee by Deer and Doe. I have made a few of these before, but I've gotten back into them recently because I like the slightly looser fit of the t-shirt, and I feel like it fits me really nicely on the shoulders. And I've bought a few viscose jerseys to make them out of, and this is one of the ones that I chose. And I actually have a dress in this fabric as well, and I have the different colourway, the green colourway in a plantain top, and also in a dress as well. I really love this pattern. This fabric is a viscose jersey. It is from minerva.com, and if you haven't seen already, they've launched a new website which is kind of a social media / shop. It's looking really good. I've had a bit of a browse on there, which was quite fun to see everybody's makes with their fabrics, and I do have a few more projects to upload on there as well, so check that out if you haven't already. It's a fantastic quality viscose jersey, that's why I bought it again to make extra tops, and this pattern, the plantain tee goes together so well. It's a free pattern, definitely give it a go if you want to make a jersey t-shirt. So it's got a lower neckline than this, but I raised the neckline just a little bit, so I think it should come here, but instead I've just raised it a little bit, and that means I just shorten the neckband a little bit. I am planning a video on showing how to do that, which will hopefully be coming up soon. This version is the short sleeve, although I feel like it's a little bit too short. I wanted it maybe a little bit longer. I had intended to make a 3/4 length version, but I didn't have enough fabric because I just had a metre of this fabric left. So I didn't actually have enough to make the 3/4 length version. But it's not too bad because even when I'm at home during the winter, I'll just put a cardigan or a hoodie or whatever over the top of it so I can still stay warm anyway. Let me just stand up and show you. So this is the fabric, really lovely fabric. I love the blues with the touch of red as well. It means I can wear like a cranberry cardigan or a navy cardigan with it, which I love. You can see the fit of the t-shirt, so it's just a nice smooth line. It's not tight, but it just skims my shape. It's actually a really good shape for me. But it's tight enough around your chest that it doesn't feel oversized, which I really like about it. And then from the back as well, and a nice curved hem. I actually really love this t-shirt. I am planning on making a few more of these. So let me get changed and show you the next make. This next one is the ebony tee from Closet Core Patterns, and I wanted to make this because I was looking for some different style t-shirts, and Tamlin from Sewn on the Tyne has made quite a few of these and absolutely loves them, and so I wanted to give it a try. I must say I'm not entirely convinced for myself for this make. I will wear it and I do like it, but it just feels a little bit too much fabric draping down for me, and I'm quite tempted to try to just slim it down just a little bit because it just feels like way too much fabric for me with this amount of drape. I also ended up using up quite a lot of fabric because if you can imagine it's coming down this way because it drapes outwards, and it used quite a lot of fabric, which although you know you use whatever fabric that the pattern requires, I don't like to have weird triangle bits left over too much. But it does fit really nicely. I think it's just not my style so much. So again, I made this in a viscose jersey. This viscose jersey is a colour spot that I got from Lamazi Fabrics. I chose just the normal shoulder version. There is a raglan sleeve version as well. And then I've got short little sleeves, and it does have a really lovely flattering neckline. I think this comes down nicely, and the neckband went in really well. So that's nice and smooth. I do want to try this in the dress version because I think I could add a waist tie to bring it in, and I think that would look really lovely. I'm just not so sold on it as a top. I also want to try the raglan sleeve version because it does fit me well. It's just that the style's not quite what I would go for. But let me stand up and show you. Tamlin said I should add a couple of inches to the length. So I had added 6 inches, but then I ended up taking off 3 inches. So in the end, I added 3 inches to the shortest version. So this is the shortest version with 3 inches added. And it comes just above my hip bone, but when it was longer, it felt way too much fabric and I just didn't like it as much. So it is a slimmer fitting over the bust and then drapes outwards. You can see the amount of fabric that's there draping across, and then it looks lovely at the back with the drape. I think for me, I just want a little bit more emphasis on the waistline. That's just a personal preference. But one thing I do love about it is the drape and movement in it. I think that's really cute. So not entirely sold, but it is a beautiful pattern. It's just not quite my style, but I will be trying out the dress version because I could add a waist tie. Let me show you the next make. My next make is this, and if you watched the 3 patterns become 1 video, you will have already seen this, but this is a cross between the Agnes top by Tilly and the buttons for the neckline, the Iris tee for the sleeves, and then the Freya dress. And I made it in this fish print cotton jersey, which I got from Butterfly Fabrics in Cardiff. I added this cotton jersey, which is from Fabrics, really lovely colour, and I like how it accents the dress. Now, if you want to learn how to hack this together, I will link the video above so you can go and watch that. But I combined the 3 patterns together and then made 2 different dresses from it. And I'm really pleased with both, but I haven't had a chance to wear them much yet because I very much made them for like weekend wear and going out with friends and things. And we're not really doing that at the moment. So I am quite tempted to put them on to wear around the house, as and when, but I don't really want to wear them to school, mainly because when I make a new dress, often I want to wear it out a few times first before I take it on for work, because it just means I won't risk getting paint on it or printing ink. Not like we're doing much painting at the moment as we're in bubble classrooms, but you know. Really pleased with this neckline. I will definitely think about adding the Agnes neckline to tops in the future because I think it's a really lovely like level for me. This feels nice and open on my chest, which I like. And then the iris sleeve, you can see the beautiful pleat detail, which I just think is so cute. But I'm really glad that I added the contrast bands because I think it just gives an extra something. Also, I didn't want to like cut fish in half because I thought it would look a bit awkward, but I really like this style and I think I will definitely make some more tops with a contrast neckband and armband if I'm doing the iris tee, because I think it just looks really cute and it's just another detail. Also, it means I can probably use up some scrap fabrics doing it that way. Really pleased with this make so far. It worked really well. I talk about it more in that video, but I will just stand up and show you so you can see. So this is the dress, so really lovely drapey coming down. I feel like it fits me well. So with the Freya, I cut a size 5 and then grade to a 6 on the hip. The iris is a size 38. I just mixed the 2 together and I think it turned out really nicely. I think it fits well. There's a little bit of bagging on the back, but with this style pattern, that's just one of those things. And I can't wait to actually be out and about and wear it. So I'm just going to change into the other dress like this. This is the next version, so exactly the same, the Agnes neckline, Freya dress, and the Forget Me Not patterns iris. And it's got a slight pleat detail in the sleeve, which I love, and this is the 3/4 length sleeve version. And this is a beautiful art gallery cotton jersey that I got from Fabrics, and this was given to me so I could write a blog post about the fabric, and I will link that down below so you can go and check it out. I absolutely love this. I think this is going to be my kind of Christmas holiday dress, although I will be spending some of the time recovering from an operation, but I can still dress up nicely if I feel up to it. And I think it turned out well. This jersey is so beautiful and soft, and it's just such a cute little dress, and I will definitely be making some more dress versions when I get round to it once I've worn these, and I am considering some top versions. So I really like the neckline, the sleeve, and how it fits because it's not too tight, and so I might make some just top versions. I can just trim the pattern off where the like Freya or iris would normally be, and then I've got a really lovely Agnes, well, I'll have an Agnes and iris hack then because obviously the dress part is the Freya. So let me stand up and show you. So I absolutely love this one. I think the pattern's really cute. Look at that fabric. Really lovely detail with the puff in the sleeve as well. I think that's such a cute little subtle detail. And you can see it comes down, it stops just above my knee. I think fits really nicely, and can't wait to wear this out. I am planning to make a forager vest by So Liberated to wear it over the top of it. So I just think it will just go with that kind of style that I think for this dress, which will look super cute. So let me get changed into the next make. This is the next make or alteration. Now, I had said in my autumn plans video that I was going to alter some of the necklines on some of my t-shirts. Now, what I'm finding, I've got my scar here, and what I was finding that anything that had a higher neck sometimes was rubbing against the scar. And also I was just struggling a bit because I wanted things to be a little bit more open and looser. Just as I was recovering, I was just struggling a bit with neck pain and things. I just wanted things to be a bit looser and more open. So this is the Iris tee from Forget Me Not Patterns, which I did receive the pattern for free because I was a pattern tester for her, but I absolutely love it. The one thing I've realised about it is that the higher neckline that comes with the pattern isn't quite me. I actually want to lower the neckline. So I'm going to make alterations to my pattern pieces so that I cut it out with a lower neckline. Now this is just the plain sleeve version of the pattern, and this is a beautiful art gallery cotton jersey that I got from Lamazi Fabrics as well. And I just love the beautiful teal colours. And I just cut away the neckline, so I took out the top stitching, so I unpicked the top stitching and then I cut right next to the overlocking line rather than unpicking the overlocker thread. And then I folded it in half, so let me show you on this next one. So I unpicked it all, then what I do is fold it like this. So your sleeve is there and the two neckline pieces line up in the centre and the same at the back. And then I trim it down a bit, measure it, sort the neckband out at 80% and then reinsert the neckband. Luckily I had enough fabric to cut a new neckband for both of these t-shirts, which I'm really pleased I had that and I could do that because I will get so much more wear out of them now. It's got a lower neckline. I sorted this one out, so I changed the neckline on this one and I also changed the neckline on this one, which is another Iris tee, another Art Gallery cotton jersey from Lamazi, and I changed it on that one as well, which again worked out well. And I also did it on my pattern test version, which was this one, which is in this stripy sketched jersey that I got from Mark Pickle's sewing studio. And this is the puff sleeve version of the pattern, which I just think is so cute. It's a little bit of extra effort, but it is really cute. And I lowered the neckline on this one as well, just because it was a little bit too high, because the original pattern test neckline was a little bit higher again. So I bought this out, which again, I'll get a lot more wear out of. So this is my final alteration. So this is the Frankie tee by Tilly and the Buttons, which is in the stretch book. And I love this pattern for a raglan sleeve pattern, and it's got a little bit of shaping at the waist, which I also really love. But the neckline is much, much too high for me. And I think I've mentioned this before, but what I've realised is I really don't like a high neckline. It really bothers me at the back of my neck somehow. So I need to make sure that I now alter my patterns to be lower, because I know that myself and my mum, who I make for, my sister, who I make for, really don't prefer that high neckline. So I was having to cut them lower anyway, so I may as well just make alterations to the patterns. So I made an alteration to this. I used extra fabric to just finish off the neckband. Again, exactly the same. I unpicked the top stitching I had done, cut off the overlocking, cut it down a little bit, and then drafted a new neckband. And I am so, so much happier with this top now. It comes down a lot lower, and at the back as well. So it's lower at the back, it comes down here. But I am so much more pleased with it. And this is a really cute cotton jersey that I got from Like So Amazing, which is Crowned Kitties. This is like a more around the house top anyway, because it's long sleeved. I don't really wear long sleeves out so much, but I wasn't wearing it because it was too high. Now I am definitely going to get a lot of wear out of it, and I've already worn it multiple times when I wanted to just be cozy, and I think it's just much better to have that lower neckline as well. I'm pleased with what I made this month, although I do think I need to be a bit more adventurous in some of my makes. I am going to try and put together a plans video for the next couple of months, just featuring kind of Christmas sewing plans, but also things that I'm sewing at the moment. But I'm very undecided. I have many things that I want to sew, but I'm really leaning towards like cozy jersey tops and jumpers and joggers, because that is what I'm wearing. And I'm finding that I run out of some things like looser fit long sleeved tops and joggers, because I'm wearing them every day, or well, sweatpants I guess you'd call them. And so I'm going to make some more of those as well. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, please press the thumbs up and subscribe if you want to hear more from me. Goodbye.